chilly out here. What is today? Why, it's Homebrew Wednesday. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. SJ Poor here outside at Little Face Brewing, but only for a moment because it truly is Wednesday. And there's a cold front coming through. And I am wearing much of a shirt, but I'm wearing a shirt and I'm wearing shorts. And it is chilly as we walk out into the brewery. There we go. Ooh, burr. Howdy, folks. SJ Poor here. Inside, as I bounce around all over the place of Little Face Brewing. Let me set my camera / iPhone down on the keezer like that, and voila. Howdy, folks. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. I am at a business trip today. Spent most of the day out in Philadelphia. Visited a nice facility. I was impressed. I was very impressed. That's good. We won't go any further into that, but it was good. Brew house is still in a shambles. However, there has been progress. That was my noise. I got a package today. In that is a busted up box, but everything's there for the Blickman Auto Sparge. This is basically the toilet bowl thingy for the mash tun. I've got 30 feet of tubing. Acha. Sit you right there. And a bunch of stainless. Oh yeah, there's those. There's some of those. I went through and separated everything. There is, even more of those, and even more. Cam locks is the way I'm going. So I went through everything, and this is exciting. This is so very exciting. I am digging it. I am very much digging it. I have a sip of beer left here. So I got that next batch of stuff. That actually came from Brew Hardware. So go see Bobby at Brew Hardware and get some stuff. They do a wonderful job out there. My control panel and most of the electronics, actually the control panel and all the electronics, all came from High Gravity. I think I mentioned that last week. It's the High Gravity EBC 330 Warthog controller with 2 Blickman boil coils. I've got my brew bill. Let me show you here. Hopefully y'all can see. So you can see I've already installed the boil coil in the boil kettle, and the boil coil in the HLT. The mash tun, I still have some modifications to do to that. Some more holes to drill and all that good stuff. We are making progress. Took the leap. I told you folks I was taking the leap. When you drill holes in your pots, there ain't no turning back from that, Jack. Just let me tell you. Holy moly. So what I'm pouring right now is my old school Quebec. Look at that. Juicy. I love the aroma on this. That Quebec yeast really brought a fruity aroma to it. It's a bit on the bitter side. It's good. It's juicy. So yeah, so I've got my Herms coil coming yet because I changed my mind. I was going to reuse my coil that I had as a chiller, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I want a nice stainless steel Herms coil in there, so I'm going with that. So that's coming yet. I'm probably going to need to get more hardware because I probably missed some stuff. Honest, and I've got my 2 Riptide pumps coming. They came from High Gravity as well. So one of them did show up, and unfortunately it got damaged in shipment. So they are making that right, and they're sending me another one in replacement. And they said they're going to be sending me a shipping label to send that one back. So I'm okay with that. That's cool. Shout out to High Gravity. Yeah, definitely shout out to High Gravity. Check their stuff out. I'm going to be doing a big video here of the build. These little snippets on Homebrew Wednesdays are just kind of teasers to the bigger video when that one comes out. I kegged up the Oyster Goes, sitting right there. That'll be going on tap here soon. Actually, I have a stout here to kill, and I'd like to put it on here. So then I'll have my rye IPA, I'll have my old school Quebec, and I will have an Oyster Goes on out here in the brewery. That's a pretty good lineup if I do say so myself. So I got to move stuff now that I'm not using from down here up there, up to the second floor. That way, you know, when I want to use this system, the old cube, it ain't going nowhere. The 5-gallon system's sticking around. You know, the bigger systems for, you know, when I want to do bigger batches. But if I'm brewing on the road, baby, it's the cube. That thing is money. Anyways, where was I? Squirrel! So, yeah. So the Oyster Goes, there's going to be a video coming up on that. That's kind of a brain to glass type deal. Huge shout out to Dan Dissolence, Nate Pico for helping me out, and Mike Knob, my brother, over in the Columbia side. Huge shout out to you guys for helping me out with that beer as we went through, because woohoo, talk about being outside my comfort zone. I tell you what. Yeah, so there you have a bit of a update, right? Yes, I am stoked. I'm excited. I can't wait to get all this stuff together and to brew on it. I need to build a table because I'm going to sell this. I'm going to actually sell one of my pots and this stand that I built years ago. It has served me well, but I don't want it anymore. So it's going to go to somebody else, and I'll make a good deal on it. So it has 2 burners and it's a heavy steel frame. So if you're interested, shoot SJ a note. All right. It's time for supper. I'm going to be working on this bad boy. More updates to come. This is SJ Port, Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Brew wonderful beer. Cheers.